So I watched. God damn it! Why don't I write this shit down first? All right. So.
Do you know what you're doing?
Oh, this is gonna be so bad.
That's cool.
So I watched Batman v Superman in theaters. To me, when I first saw it, it was really long, but I felt like it flipped through content. Like they had a stack of papers this big explaining the story, and they kind of just did one of these deals. Okay, so that was the story. Move that over. Now back to Justice League. For example, my brother also wanted to go see it in theaters. He didn't get a lot of the points, right? The only reason I knew about the whole Flash paradox thing with Flash showing up in Batman's dream sequence, that Darkseid's emblem was in the dirt in his dream sequence, who those flying creatures were, you know, I knew all this just because at this point I had a little time to research the background, right? My brother isn't retired and is actively working, so he didn't have time for all that. So a lot of it he went through and he was like, I don't get it. What's that? What happened to that? Why is that? What is that? Oh, that's pretty cool, but why would they do that? If I wouldn't have known to research some of it, both of us would have been sitting in the dark. And I feel like a lot of the fan base, they're sitting there like, what? So this extended cut came out. At first I was kind of iffy about it because it was 3 hours long. That is a lot of movie. But I was like, you know what? Screw it, I'll watch it. So I downloaded it on my Xbox, watched it, and my God, was it night and day. Like, there's no other way to put it. It's only 30 minutes of extra stuff. And it's not all like one big scene that got cut out. It's little bits here and there. But those little bits add so much to the story. Say, for example, I'm telling you a story, right? There was a man, he was a bad man, he was stopped, the world was happy. You think, okay, that's kind of boring, but then you're left with questions. Why was he bad? How was he stopped? So I changed it. The story's a little bit longer, but not much. There was a man, he murdered a lot of people in very violent ways. We went in there, we stopped him by taking out all his friends that were doing the same thing, causing him to go insane and commit suicide. And then once he died, the world was happy. See, that the second statement is slightly longer. It's not like a day longer. I didn't just throw a novel at you, but it gave you a little bit more insight, right? I mean, yes, of course, you're still gonna have questions, but see where I'm going with this? See, this is why I gotta write things down. I blabber on. I tend to just go off on random shit. So, little bits they added. I'm not gonna spoil it for you because a lot of you are waiting for the DVD. There is one part that I want to spoil though. I really don't feel like editing, so I'm not gonna put another thing of how far ahead to skip. But if I do this, that means that's the clue to I'm done with the spoiler. So, spoiler starting now. So, the scene where Batman sees Lex in jail. There's not much added to the scene, just the part that he's like, I'm sending you to Arkham and I still got some friends there. I don't know why, but that scene pumped me up. I was like, yeah, punch him in the dick, yeah. I mean, it's not a lot, but that's, well, let's get everybody back here first. So, that little scene wasn't a lot. It was very little. It was just a little tiny bit, and some scenes are bigger. So if you're thinking like, oh, well, they're all going to be really small, but some things are bigger, and they cleaned up a lot of scenes. But anyways, get to that later. That one scene made a world of difference to me. I can't really speak for you. It may not mean shit to you, but to me, that one little scene got me like, oh my God, this is what I wanted. And it's weird because you had a 2.5 hour movie to begin with, and like, you're thinking probably like, well, what the hell did you want? If all it took was another 5 seconds of content to get you what you wanted. Yes! Sometimes that's all it takes. Back to the scenes that they cleaned up. There's a lot of parts I felt, I mean, I saw it in the theater, it was a while ago, I only saw it once because babysitters and those with you with kids understand babysitters, good babysitters, are hard to come by and can be a little pricey. Anyways, I may be wrong, but to me it seems like a lot of the scenes are cleaned up. like they realize that, like, hey, this is a little too blurry, maybe we added too much lighting effects, maybe people really couldn't understand the scene just because they couldn't see some of the stuff going on. So to me, it cleaned it up just a little bit, enough to where you can see it, you'd be like, oh, you see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Is it making sense? I don't really have a rating system. I can't say like I give this 30 out of whatever shits that I give. So we'll go with, I don't know. You tell me. Tell me what I should give it. I'll give it a good 4 out of 5, and you be the judge of whatever you want to have. It could be 4 out of 5 popcorns, 4 out of 5 GoPros, 4 out of 5 watches. As you can see, I'm just looking at stuff on my desk and giving it 4 out of 5, whatever those are. But hey, figure it out. Figure it out. If you think it's something cool, let me know. If you like this, I could do more reviews of movies. Just let me know. I'm still getting the whole where I'm gonna film these things down, but if you have suggestions on that, let me know. And don't say off like the side of a cliff or in hell or something like that. That's kind of messed up. But just realize, if you suggest movies for me to review, know that I have a child. He's a small child. My wife is currently in another state. I'll explain about that in a later video. It's gonna be hard for me to get to movies that just came out. I will try my best. If you put a suggestion out, I'll try my best. But if you have a DVD, a Blu-ray, something that you think... Sorry. Speaking of child, he decided to come. See, this is why I can't really go to the movies. But anyways, if you have a DVD that's coming out, Blu-rays, something coming out that you were like, hey, is it worth buying that for the extra features? Let me know. Maybe I'll go buy it. I will watch it.
And there's no movie coming out, right?
Yes, there's new movies coming out.
You tell them?
Yes, I'm gonna tell them right now.
I got to them there's new character coming out.
Okay, give me a second. So, let me know.
Anyway.
Let me know if you want me to go review a DVD, a movie in theaters. If there's an old movie that came out years ago and your friends are wailing about it because they're hipsters, and you're wondering, is it really worth me going out and trying to find this thing? Let me know. I'll go find it. Maybe I've already seen it.
Yeah.
And I'll let you know if it's worth it.
Yeah.
Or I'll let you know if I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
That's all for today. I will try to put up a new video tomorrow. Here, you want to say something? Interesting.
I love you.
Good insight. Good insight. Appreciate that. See, he loves you. So, since he loves you, that means you gotta start watching these, because I'm gonna put them on Facebook and YouTube. That means I gotta give you all my YouTube address too, right? One step at a time.